Hey everyone, it's Jonathan. So I want to make a video. This video is going to be 5 tips when you're digging for any new stock or option trade ideas. Okay. The first tip is going to be CBOE Volatility. Okay. This is a site that I use all the time. If you just search CBOE Volatility indexes, you'll find it. Once you scroll down, the great thing about this site is not only to tell you about the VIX, it breaks out volatility. And by breaking out volatility, I mean volatility on China, VX, FXI, volatility on Brazil, VX, EWZ, crude volatility, gold volatility, etc. So how this can help you dig for trading ideas is you want to find big changes of volatility that's increasing. Once you find volatility that's increasing, then you dig deeper and try to find ways to express that opinion. So if we use the example of Brazil, Brazil right now, volatility is increasing. So you can search Brazil names. Search for inexpensive volatility in Brazil relative to those Brazilian companies or ETFs that volatility's already gone higher. Once you find those, that's a trade. You want to buy options in that inexpensive volatility. Buy calls, buy puts, buy straddles, buy strangles, do debit spreads. Same thing for volatility that you think is expensive. Maybe you see it going lower. For you, the trade idea is sell options. So that's number one. Use the CBOE Volatility. The next thing, use Twitter more, guys. So you can use Twitter as a news service. So I'm not really active as far as posting, but when I'm searching my names, I always want to go to Twitter and I want to see what people are talking about. You can go top, the latest, scroll down, and use Twitter as a news feed, as a news source. That's how I use it anyway. So number one, CBOE Volatility. Number two, use Twitter. FinViz. Number three, really good free scanner. FinViz, stock screener. Go to the screener. I like to go all right here. Really good trade ideas can be found 200-day simple moving averages. Price 10% above or price 10% below. I'm a big believer that stocks do not like to stay around very, very big numbers. Total 3,000, okay? Well, that's too many to go through. So I'd work on getting this subset down. So if the market's strong, price 10% above a 200-day simple moving average, well, let's start getting that subset down. Let's say we want over 10. Let's say we want optionable down to 1721. Maybe we want volume over 500,000 shares that are traded. Get the subset down. That's going to be the number one thing. If you're buying options, you probably want to be in growth stocks, right? Not value stocks. What's the one difference between growth stocks and value stocks? Dividend. If you're looking for movement, you don't want a dividend. You want growth. You want companies that are reinvesting that money into the growth of the company. Okay? Maybe you want to increase the beta. Maybe you want to increase the average true range. You want to get the subset down. So that's the third thing that I would do in order to find different trade ideas. Next, look at your calendar. How can the calendar help with trade ideas? Well, what do we know? The first Friday of every month is unemployment. This is movement, right? We have an expectation that volatility will increase because of non-farm payrolls. You look at Fed announcements. We have a holiday coming up in mid-February. Markets are going to be closed. You probably don't want to be holding a big, long options position during a holiday weekend. Look at the calendar. This is just common sense, but people don't use the calendar often enough. After unemployment, if there's no more news releases going into the third Friday, be careful being long options, right? Theta is going to come out of those options without a volatility catalyst like an unemployment Friday. So we have the vol, we got Twitter, we have moving averages, the calendar, and then finally, guys, get creative. Look at things from a different perspective. ZB futures. I look at futures relative to another future. So whenever I'm looking at ZB, I personally am going to look, how is it priced against the 10-year? Is it expensive? Is it inexpensive? How is the ZB priced against the VIX? How is it priced against the entire yield curve? How is it priced against crude? Be creative. I always say those who are most creative are going to have the most success in the trade, because what you're doing is you're looking at things from a different lens than everybody else. You're creating edge by going and finding a trade that's not crowded. Apple, Amazon, those trades are crowded. Get creative. Don't just trade S&P, buy and sell. Look at the S&Ps relative against all the other indices and try to find trades that way. So those are it, guys. 5 different ways for you to hunt, dig for different trades. Go volatility, use Twitter as a news source, find stocks that are close to big numbers. Always, always, always pay attention to your calendar. Know when there's a vol event, a volatility event coming up. And finally, he who's most creative wins. Be confident in your own process. Look at things from a different lens. You want to learn more? You have any questions? Email me, support@activedaytrader. My name's Jonathan Rose. Thanks for listening, guys. If you would, subscribe, like the video. I'd really appreciate it. It means a lot. Thanks a lot, guys.